good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and if you're celebrating it, happy Father's Day. I am over here, just freshly scrubbed from my shower, feeling squeaky clean. Panda has just stepped outside after a very, very talkative bit of meowing at me. I'm working with the tripod that I test run on Friday's pop-up. And hopefully, good, my overhead shot isn't impeded by it because they almost overlap. Yeah, today, turn on some light. We got the bestiary, the beasties. That's what we're working on. You can see it. Carla has come in. Happy to have you here. Good to see ya. Writing newsletter that we'll post tomorrow. Nice. Are you just beginning it, or is this the fine-tuning, finish it up stage of it? It's the perfect timing of this stream is the dryer just finished its rattle clunk noises as my clock twitched to noon. So, having a brain moment. I am done in the bathroom. I'm done with the shower, so I can slide that door closed a bit more. You've got just beginning it. The tech gremlins. They are the bane of our existence. It's kind of our own fault for even using tech, but yeah. If you're using something, you want it to be bug-free. So, like I said, I'm working on this one. I don't think it's going to take very long. Although I just realized I do need to get out a blue paint for the water. But that's easy enough. I have to remind myself to do that after. The image I'm working with has a kind of tealy color. And I tried to use some of the dried chunks I had with some of the white paint. I put in a whole bunch of the agar, the gum arabic, to try and get it painting consistency. But it's still got these huge chunks, even with, because I haven't been trying to mash them very well. And I am incredibly impatient. So what I'm going to end up doing is taking the green that's in there, it's a Viridian. I'm going to add a little Prussian blue to it, and my white to get the almost like very, very pale turquoise I'm going for. Yeah, I've got household chores wise. Now that I have showered, the clothing I was washing can be thrown in with the bedding. And I de-haired the bedding first. Panda fun. I used, I think it was 14 sheets of those sticky de-hair roll, like the lint rollers. I used 14 sheets of this stuff, and it's the 50% more sticky to get not all of the hair off, but enough that I don't mind throwing the blankets in the wash now. So, if there's anybody else hanging around, I'll just let you know. My mouse, while connected, isn't letting me click on really anything. Occasionally the right click is working, but so there may be tech gremlins on that side where I can't see my chat as anything except top chat. In order to even activate the stream, I had to use the tab button. So running a poll won't happen. But I'm going to do the usual lo-fi music. If you want to mute me, I understand. But my timers go 7 minutes for all my rambling, 35 minutes for us to focus, giving us time to actually get focused and feel accomplished without getting hyper-focused. I'm going to 2 hours. Hopefully it'll let me click on it. Coming up today, Tracy is still showing as live, so I'm going to try and wrap this up with only 3, which means I might dial back some of the breaks to 5 minutes instead of 7, if I think about it. I'm trying to click on AuthorTube on what day it is, and I can't click on anything. But also, in 1 hour, Creative Sprints is doing something. Right now it's showing as being on there, but they're not. And Tracy, the revised writer, is showing up as being on. So I'm going to finish my yada yadders. I'm going to read chat. Where Carla says, I bought a new mouse a couple of months back when the last one died. Yeah, Mel introduced me to the vertical mice and now I'm hooked. Those ones are easier on the wrist, correct? I've seen them, but I've never used them. Alright. Anyway, I've trying to pause this stupid thing and it won't. Yeah, on Friday, I streamed for just under 4 hours and didn't realize that I didn't close not Discord, Streamlabs. So I have a 28-hour video on my computer. That is 24 hours of it is just the last thing my camera saw before I unplugged it. It makes me very happy that I always unplug my microphone and camera when I'm done streaming, so I can't have any oopses. But yeah, I should really go find a different mouse. I like my wireless. It's why I got it. But my laptop isn't playing nice. I heard Kitty Poppins. Panda's just come in, so maybe you'll get to see her on camera. I'm gonna get this stream started. Sorry if I'm loud. But yeah, I'm gonna get us started. I've got the usual lo-fi music. As you can hear, I've added chimes to the timer. So even if we are rocking out to some music, you'll hear that. Alright, so swap us over. And let's get focused on our focused. Alright, see you guys in 35. is the first one out of the way. What did you guys get up to? Did you make much progress? Is there any hurdles you might need to work out? Rita came in and then went out to feed the cats and revised a few dream sequence chapters. Nice. In my head, it's like that could be read either way. It could be dream sequence as in this is how I want it to go, or dream sequence as in they were tripping balls. Hi, welcome home, boo. Panda has come inside. Yeah, I love you, baby. Ooh, Carla has finished the newsletter, which is awesome. Good job. Get to go food shopping soon. I hope you get some great deals on some tasty food. Healthy or non, whatever you're after. If you're like me, which I've forgotten yet again, hydrate. Hydrate. I have to change out the water when bopping the camera. When we go back, I was showing that even with rubbing it and scraping it, it's still leaving green dredges. So the brush needs to be washed under running water, and my almost green water needs to be rinsed out. I will be done this probably before the second break is over. I am just kind of taking my time with it, enjoying the process. And Rita, I am glad that you kind of made yourself go back through again, because you're finding all these little tidbits and pieces and bips and bobs. Even if it's like one sentence, I'm glad you're finding them. I'm pretty sure that after you published it, you would have been a little bit more upset with yourself. If you wrote the rest of it as there were 4 in those purple cloaks, wouldn't it be easier to just change the start? Instead of there being 3 at the beginning, there be 4? Or introduce the 4th one after that? As sort of like the bonus secret leader. And yes, I'm very glad you kept the notes too. Panda had some crunchies and now she's wandered off again. So you guys might not see her this stream, but you'll hear her. We've kind of worked out a compromise of as long as I put some type of fabric down, she will snuggle in my arms. And it's not because she doesn't want to touch me, it's the heat is too much for her, which is weird because I thought cats liked warmth. I don't know if I'm going to work on my Excel document in the last sprint or not. I probably will. I've got the binder over here, telling myself, get that shit done. But after Friday's stream where I did 9 of them, and totally felt myself crashing out until I switched projects. Like, do I really wanna? Do I have to be an adult? And it looks like Rita's figured out. Yes, there's 3. 4 is not the number. They've been visiting one of the characters in their dreams for several years. So, what if they're only seeing 3, but the 4th is somebody who's like separate, making sure that they can return to their bodies? like an outside viewer or guardian of the witches while they transcend into his dreams. I made cookies last week, and oh dear God, I've been eating too many of them. Like telling myself, oh, they're little, it's okay. No, I'm supposed to pace myself because I don't want to make any more of them anytime soon. Not that it's difficult, it's just tedious. Alright, I'm going to get us back into the sprint just so that we're more on time with Tracy coming up next. So I will see you guys in 35 minutes.
imagination that makes me realize how desperately alone I was.
All right, welcome back and welcome in. Great to see you again, Hope. I'm glad you enjoy the peaceful tunes when you show up. Tracy, the revised writer, Tracy, the revised writer, has canceled for Father's Day, so I won't stop after this one. I will keep going. I mean, I had one more plant, but we'll do two. That way you guys can keep enjoying yourselves and hanging out. But, ooh. Rita finished that chapter revision and ended up with an additional 50 words. That's good if those 50 words help the flow of the story. I'm glad you got them out. Did that fix the 3 to 4 oops, or are you still making revisions on that part? As you can see, I finished my creation, my bestiary critter. I went with gray, the watery gray underneath, and then the blue for detailing in the water. But I kept the beast itself pretty simple. But I have already done the touch-up with the black marker. And that is done. That portion of my day is over. So I will load up Excel and I'm going to take you on a short little, hopefully it'll reach. It's going to go dark just for a second. For a moment anyway. So I wiggle and jiggle. Turn off the bright light. Bum bum bum. Hopefully you can see her. Hi, baby girl. I'm showing you off to the peoples. Hi. Just over there, napping on the couch. Except she's staring because I've got the camera pointed at her. Hi, Booba. You can probably just make her out. Go full screen for a second. And go dark again. Hi, baby. I love you. So there was a glimpse into the world of Panda. Get that turned off and away from me. Back down to that. Yeah. So she's hanging out with me without being over here on me. And that is fantastic to hear, Rita. You got it smoothed out. Some more notes for future self. Yeah. The trouble with notes for future self is I often forget to check them. But anyway, yeah. So she's gone back to sleep over there in her nook on the couch. I'm going to do the Excel that I usually do for the second part of my streams, as you guys that have been here before are aware. So that's going to pop up on the screen after I sort out some bugs. And by bugs, I mean get the mouse to connect and behave and cooperate with us. And just check how much longer we have on the music. We're only halfway through the music, so we are set. I don't have to change anything for a while. Yeah, I'm going to do my usual jibber jabber on that end of things. Are you guys, if you are celebrating Father's Day, what'd you get up to, or what do you have planned? I'm telling myself I'm going to phone my grandfather, but at the same time, my anxiety is saying, no, you're not. So we'll see what happens on that end. I absolutely love him, but I don't like phones. So that's where the complication comes in. The anxiety comes in on that end. I'm going to try and do at least 3 characters over the next hour. I'll just give you guys the quick rundown over on AuthorTube. Coming up in... Well, right now, let's see if she's... I can't click with my mouse. Ugh. Over on AuthorTube's playlist, it says that Morgan Hazelwood is streaming now. But there's no links, and I can't click on anything because of this freaking mouse. If not, in an hour and a half, Author D. Artillery and Somber Honey Books will both be streaming. And then 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, we have Amy Prokopis doing a stream as well. So we have them coming up tonight. You got options. It's wonderful that you're not finished once I'm finished. And Rita's going to call her dad and make brownies for her hubby. It's very cute, very sweet. Is your hubby gonna, or are the kids helping, but they're not there, so. Oh, okay, great. Morgan and Psycho are streaming. And no, I didn't see, Psycho is not on the list, but Morgan is. So, if I give you, Rita, if I give you the wrench, can you put the link for Morgan into the chat? Or even put the link for AuthorTube? I'm saying give you the wrench, but it's like, oh damn, I can't click on anything. Never mind. I can't click on anything, so I can't wrench any of you up. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you got grandbabies. Grandbabies coming up soon. But alright, I'm going to go back into... Well, I'm going to go back into the music for you guys. Let you get back into whatever you're working on. And I will see you in 35 minutes. Alright. So whatever you're up to, I hope you're having fun with it. That is another 35 minutes down. And going to the live chat. Heather has wandered off for dinner. Just like Hope, I hope it's something tasty for both of you. Cake is finished. If you're back and hear this, Heather, did you actually make the spice cookies and the soda bread? Yum if you did. Yeah. Panda is still sleeping on the couch. Still doing her baby girl stuff. Rita switched to reading and thought she missed the chat break. Yeah, a break from the screen is always a welcome thing. I'm going to be doing one more sprint after this. And just a reminder, if you have not had anything to drink today, do so. Preferably hydration, like water or Pedialyte, something with electrolytes in it. Not a diuretic. If you're working digitally, make sure you have saved your progress. Make sure you got that all underway and looked after. We are currently on track to be finished with time for you guys to get food or go to the bathroom or whatever else you've been putting off while you're working on your stuff before author DL Tillery has their stream in just under an hour, and at the same time is Somber Honey Books. So you can go check them out. And I realize I'm just going to have to make a document with links because my mouse just doesn't want to work in the Internet Explorer at all. And even in Streamlabs, I have to right click on things to make them work instead of, just left and done. So I don't know how much more of these characters I'm going to get done today because it's either the lack of a wrist rest or just overexertion from Friday, but my hand does not want to go in position on the keyboard because I usually let me get to the camera and see if I can show this off for you. But get over to stream, see if we can make it show without showing me. Okay, so you see how the keyboard is. When I'm doing this, I have my finger on the A, finger or thumb, usually finger on the N, and then I do the F and C work with the middle finger. My hand is not liking that position. It's telling me that I'm a dumbass. But that is how I get the quick, I use the arrow keys left and right, that Control Shift to get through the document in a timely manner. If I have to henpeck and tapas, as I say that, crack these knuckles, it's gonna be so tedious. Everything today feels tedious. Yeah, that's what I'm having so much fun times with, is trying to do my AN and F and not have my hand screw me over too much in my claw. So yeah, I do that. Tag, you're it. Enjoy some yawn tag with me. I know I've got one more to do because I'm working on it right now. And again, make sure you cannot see me. So I scooch over this way to the binder that I am flipping back and forth between family trees, or say family trees, but it's cousins. Who is connected to who, so I don't accidentally cause any kind of incest bullshit. But I'm flipping through them on the character that I'm working on, because as I fill out her who knows who, she has a lot of cousins that I have to fill out here. So I'm going through anything where she shows up. This is she's not in any of this stuff back here. As I'm saying that, I'm just doing a double check with you guys. But there's some of her cousins, but she's not related to anybody else up here. So I know anybody below here, unless she's related on a different page, like from here forwards, I don't have to put a family connection. And because this character is a cocktail waitress, there's not going to be very many that she doesn't know. So it's important to be like, oh yeah, that's a family connection. And that's just an acquaintance. Oh, I'm doing that with my time as I stretch. Oh, that was my elbow cracking. I don't think you heard it, but if you did, oh. Aw, hi baby, you cleaning? Panda's licking her tummy. She's had her back turned to me for that entire sprint. Oh. Sorry, tag again. Yeah, we're gonna go into this one. It's gonna be the last sprint. I love you, baby. I pick a pickin'. Yeah, pick a pickin'. I love you. Part of why she's laying on the couch is so I don't close the door. She's enjoying her fresh air. Yeah, I'm going to get into this last one. I'm gonna do what I can. If you're still here with me, thank you for being here. If you have wandered off to do your own stuff, thank you for having been here. Anyway, so again, this is going to be our last one. I'll roll the clock back to 35 minutes for you guys. And that gives you just enough time to get over to the next streams afterwards. So I will see you for our goodbyes in 35 minutes.
imagination that makes me realize how desperately alone it is.
that was the end of that. I'm just gonna hide the timer. That's a wrap up. You have 9 minutes to get yourself together, get yourself reset, whatever you got going. But if you're still around, what did you get up to today? What kind of progress did you make? I hope. Glad you stopped by. I'm glad you managed to finish up what you were working on. Did you go get your groceries? I don't mind hosting because it's about the only way I actually do any work. Like for my who knows who jumbo freaking spreadsheet collection. If you wanted to see all of the binders that I worked in, it was around the 3-hour mark in Friday's pop-up stream where I put all the binders on the table or on the desktop, and I couldn't even get them in the camera. It was just a stack of binders with my character sheets and the uniform binder, careers, cousins, family connections, scenes for how people met, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll get the book out. As per usual, my wrap up. Get this camera on. Boop. And go into Streamlabs where I can see what I'm showing you guys. So, today's project, that one got finished up nice, and it actually dried much flatter than I expected, considering I did a wet on wet technique for the background. I mean, it's not fully dry, but it's smooth. Yeah, it's all my organization is definitely procrastination, as in I do it so I don't have to actually do the writing. I do all the world building so I don't have to write, because I write scenes and I struggle to connect them into a story. Anyway, next Sunday I'm working on the mythos, and the image I'm doing is Sodom and Gomorrah. Trying to get that level. And in 2 weeks is the word we were given was choir, like Quire, like choir, and it's supposed to do with bookbinding. So, but the person who put it up there had something entirely different in their mind when they thought of it. So I've done a couple, like there's a book, there's an open book, there's some hearts made from pages, kind of crazy. That one is going to be maybe a 10-minute. Nothing, it will not extend past the 35 to get that one done. Yeah, so that's the next 2 weeks worth of projects I will be working on. And I will be working on my who knows who Excel document, because since I only work on it on Wednesdays and Sundays, or when I do pop-ups, that's when it's going to take a while. But exactly. Procrastination is a way to feel like you're doing something. And in reality, it's giving you something to look back on when you are finally ready to write. Because, like, this blurry document here is, like, this character, Iris, is from an other, and she moves to Vancouver. And that other just happens to be a different planet. So, I've got things like that. I have who lives in Kelowna, who lives in Vancouver. One of the earlier ones, they have where they live other is an R because they're in Russia. So yeah, I got working on that stuff. And then I have this other blurred document is who is what species. if they're a mix of it, who knows about the aliens, who doesn't, if they were born or if they discovered it, what the race actually is, and then if they're immoral, lawful, or neutral. So when it's like, oh yeah, that shady bastard, who's his friend? I can look at that and be like, oh, well, they're also a shady bastard, so that's their friend. Okay. And then this is just like whose story is a short, a supporting role, or their own book. And if they're a supporting role in a story, which pair are they paired up with? Right. That fun. The ages, and then a bunch of little blurbs about what happened during those 10-year, like what that age, and then what happened up to that point, and then what's that, and 10 years afterwards, what age they are now, more characters are added. So yeah, I've been having fun with that. Thank you for listening to me ramble. There's 3 minutes. I'm sorry I went over. Anyway, if you're still here with me, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you feel good about what you did today. And if it's self-care or writing 20 words or even just like you got 2,000 words done, you got 20 words done, you got 3 words done. It's time you invested in doing something for yourselves. If you did some painting or some sketch work, fantastic job. But anyway, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for listening to me ramble. As it is, I hope you have a wonderful week if I don't see you before next Sunday. Bye.